Hello everyone, I hope you're doing really well. My name is Angie Tiwari. You can also find me over at Tiwari Yoga. And today is our 7th day in our 7 days of the chakras. So in this program, we've been working through all of the different chakras, the 7 in the body, because I think it is important to say that as per tantric traditions, there are lots of different chakra systems in the body. And we have been focusing on the ones that you probably hear about more commonly, which are the 7 that run from the base of the spine all the way up through to the crown of the head. And because we're on day 7, we're on our final chakra, which is Sahasrara chakra, also known as crown, energy center. And it's just above the top. So it's, imagine if you are wearing a crown, it's kind of just hovering above that top part. So in this class, we are going to do a bit of a meditation, some breathing, some visualization, all the good stuff, and a bit of philosophy reading, as I always love to do. So you have a well-rounded picture as to what this energy center is all about and really how you can apply it in your life practically. How can you take this away from the yoga mat and into your daily routine? So as always with these classes, make sure first of all that you're subscribed so that you're updated with the next classes that I'm added. And let's get started by coming into a meditative posture. Now what I mean by that is any seated position. Okay, so you're in a seated position. I'm cross-legged and I am sitting on a little block just because I actually really like sitting on blocks. I find that they open up me in my hip area a little bit more, but you could be kneeling. So just come into a comfortable seat. And then whenever you get there, slightly tuck the chin down. So you have a straight line from Sahasrara, crown energy center, all the way down the spine to whatever it is that you're seated on. Close the eyes and take a moment for yourself. Let's tune in with our breathing. And let's take a moment to check in on how we are feeling today. How do you feel? Can you relax through your forehead? Soften the jaw. Loosen up your belly. So just breathe fully, let your belly expand upwards and outwards. Don't squeeze or suck your tummy in. It's a difficult question to ask yourself. How are you feeling right now? But it's a really important one. When you take time in a class like this for solitude, to be alone with yourself, let's use that time wisely. Let's use that time to observe and get comfortable with perhaps the discomfort that comes up. Trying not to grasp onto any of these emotions, but instead just watching them, observing them, noticing them. Breathing in. Exhale, release through the mouth. Soften, let go. Trying to still keep your eyes closed. We're going to bring up our right hand and we're going to place it on the top of our head. So you almost want to start at the very top of the forehead and then kind of draw a line so that you get to the center point of your scalp. And then just press the hand into this point. Try not to worry too much about, oh my God, how do I know if I'm at the right point? Maybe I'm too far back. Maybe I'm too far forward. Like, these are the things that really hold us back in these practices. Wherever your hand is, it's absolutely fine. Now come back to tuning in to how it feels to just apply a little bit of pressure to this part of the body. Not a part of the body that we really put pressure on, that we really hold or press ever. So see how that feels for you. And you can maybe move that hand around slightly and just see. And then slowly release the hand down, but keep the attention, keep the awareness on exactly where it was you were just pressing. Sahasrara chakra, crown energy center. What's the purpose of this one? All the others are linked to something. What's this one linked to? This one is linked to the divine. It's about connecting with something that's higher than yourself. It's about connecting with something bigger. But it also is about connecting with the divine that does live within you. Now, if you're not a religious person, if you're not a spiritual person, that's okay if you were just about to reach to the screen to turn this class off. Stay with me. We're connecting to our souls. We're connecting to the spirit within us. We're connecting to trying to get away from this everyday hustle and bustle where we're constantly rushing around and we have to do this and we have to do that and you've got to please this person and this person needs you. And it's about coming back. So try not to worry too much about when I say the word divine. Try not to link it to God if you are not a religious person and you find that those thought patterns are putting you off. Of course, if you are religious, if you are spiritual, or if you are open, then please do feel free to relate it to whichever God you would like to. But I want to make sure those people who don't associate with those words do not feel like they can't be included in this, because all of this is very much a practice for you as well. So breathing into the top of the head, I want you to imagine from that point that the air is coming in. It's obviously not, it's coming in through the nose, I know, but I want you to visualize, okay? So I want you to breathe in, air's pulling in from the top of the head and you can feel the top of the head. And as you breathe out, it's shooting out from the third eye in front of you. Breathing in, pulling it down from the crown. Breathing out, shining out through third eye, Ajna chakra, point between the two eyebrows. Good, one more like that. Inhale, pulling it down from the crown of the head. Exhale it out. Continue to breathe in that way. And I want you now to visualize this bright white light, this big orb of white energy. Okay, it's a healing light, it's a welcoming light, it's a light that you like the sensation of, you like the feeling of it, and it's just hovering on the top, like a crown would on top of your head. So feel its presence above you, bring it into this visualization. So visualize it, get creative, really imagine it there. Think about how big it is. Think about how small you can make it. I want you to see these rays of light shining out of it and down onto you. And as they're shining down onto you, they're softening all of that top part of the head and your brain. And it's almost melting, this orb is melting into your head. And as soon as it hits that top and it sinks in, you can feel the sense of being held. And if you like, you can interlace your fingers and place them on top of the head like I am. And notice if there's a little bit of a swaying movement. For me, I feel like I want to move, and that's okay. If you'd like to bring some gentle motion into it, you're more than welcome to. Okay, so be intuitive. Go with how your body feels. Listen to what's happening. Breathing in from the crown of the head. Exhaling through Ajna, third eye. And that bright white light healing, telling you there's something more, showing you there's something more, there's something higher that you don't necessarily need to find the words for. Connect in with yourself and connect in with that higher force. It could be a God, it could be the universe, it could be something that you can't name. You don't have to put a label on it, but I do want you to feel into it. Good. Stay with that visualization, continue with your breath. Watch how it feels to have that light trickle through the whole of the body. Good. Stay with it. Stay with that visualization. If your mind is wandering, just gently bring yourself back. That's okay. Just come back to where we are. Do try to keep the eyes closed if you have them closed. And try to stay as disciplined as you can, as focused as you can. And I'm going to come into doing that little reading that I like to do from Living with the Himalayan Masters by Swami Rama. On my website, tiwariyoga.com, I do have a reading list where this book is mentioned if you want to go and check it out. So keep the eyes closed, still with your practice. I'm going to read to you from the chapter, My Offering to My Master. What did I offer my master? I will tell you. When I received my second step of initiation at the age of 15, I had nothing with me. I thought, all these rich people come with baskets of fruit, flowers and money to offer to their teachers, but I have nothing to give. I asked my master, Sir, what is the best thing for me to offer? He said to me, bring me a bundle of dry sticks. I thought, surely if someone brings such sticks to his teacher will kick him. But I did as he instructed. I bought him a bundle of dry sticks, and he said, offer it to me with all your heart, mind, and soul. I looked at him and thought, he is so wise and educated. What has happened to him today? He said, this is the greatest gift that you can ever give me. People want to give me gold, silver, land, a house. These valuables mean nothing to me. My master explained that when you offer a bundle of dry sticks to a guru, he understands that you are prepared to tread the path of enlightenment. It means, please relieve me from my past and burn all my negative thinking in the fire of knowledge. He said, I will burn these dry sticks so that your past karmas do not affect your future. Now I am giving you a new life. Do not look in the past. Live here and now and start treading the path of light. Most people brood on the past and do not know how to live here and now. This is the cause of their suffering. So staying with that light and seeing that light, that visualization that we've been doing as your pathway to enlightenment, as you treading that path to get you somewhere greater, to a higher level of consciousness. Take a huge breath in with me. And exhale, release through the mouth. And stay exactly where you are physically, with the eyes closed. Allow the visualization to melt away. Allow your breath to return to normal. And let the fable that I just read to you sink in. Material objects versus something ordinary from nature. And what do you consider is more valuable to you? Do you have any sense of attachment to something on this physical earth? that you want to let go of, that you don't want to feel as attached to anymore? How can we use Sahasrara chakra, our crown energy center, our connection with the divine, our connection with something higher, to help us break free from certain habits, to help us break certain barriers in our lives, within ourselves, things that we feel might be holding us back? When you're ready, gradually opening the eyes, welcoming yourself back to the room. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me. I really hope you enjoyed that. Day 7 of 7, we're done. I really hope you enjoyed the 7-day challenge, going through all of them in a bit more detail. Please comment below your experiences. I love to hear how you have been getting on and what you learned, or if you felt that anything had shifted for you. Again, please make sure that you subscribe so that you have got updates when the next class is coming, and the notifications are all on for you. And find me over on Tiwari Yoga if you want to learn more about upcoming classes and retreats that I have. Thank you again, and I will see you in our next class.